Hope you guys are doing well. So, continuing on our journey in animations. Alright. So today we will be learning about what animation scope is. Scope means the extent of an area that is involved in something. When we put the animation modifier on the uh, modifier, when we put the animation modifier, when we put the animation modifier, it will affect the views that to be animated. If you put the modifier at the end of the chain, then all the views that have a change will be animated. Put the animation modifier on the parent container, then all the views that change will be animated. So warning, basically what is going to happen is uh, so there is something called as delay, right? Okay, so now let's code something. Before we do that, let me check this. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. So now we are going to sequence animations on a single view. Okay, so let's so now we are going to do sequencing. On a single view. Let's see. Let's give it a let's add a others VStack is missing here. Let's format uh And then let's add a and then let's add a part. Let's add a font. Let's add a foreground style. Okay, and then let's add a font. Let's make it and let's just become, let's add a spacer probably somewhere. Let's scale this. Now let's we need the animation, right, to come in. So you do, and then if it's on, scale it a little bit bigger though. And then right, let's get rid of this. Add an animation on this. So that scaling can be any. And here is default. Let's do that. Ease in out. Let's add a delay. Uh, let's add this thing. And this is animation. So now if let's add a spacer. And then let's add this again. Right. Now let's size. Oh, this has to be ease in only. Mhm. Oh, that has to be duration and this has to be delay. Yes. Uh, so this has to be a function, right? Let's have a parent and children. Uh, so when you apply it on a parent, it will animate all the children. Uh, so this has to be and this has to be this is a VStack. Let's say this may parent view of a. Now we need another VStack probably, or AI stack. Oh, this is the space. I have three colors, right? Color dot green. Let's run and see. So right now we have, oh, there is a button as well on the bottom. Right. And then let's just text. And then you have to toggle this thing probably is on. The moment I toggle that, so there is so hue saturation is, what do you mean by hue saturation? So hue refers to the color shade. So what I'm going to change is the color shade. And who is, when I rotate, shift the color. Right. So if I say hue is colors, so when I say hue saturation, I'm changing color saturation. Now what does, so when you press what is going to happen? Hue is type of color, saturation is the intensity or the how vivid the color is. So now what is hue rotation? So hue to animate hue rotation, what does it do? Like, no, hue is color. What am I rotating in hue rotation? Uh, off. So like, color wheel image. Wait. Uh, but then it's not making me log in. The other way would be to have GPT itself open. Let me work with the oh yeah. So hue is color. Hue is image is what I'm trying to understand. Or let me just GPT chat. Probably I just said something. This is a better model. So this is hue rotation. So right now if I am on blue, so rotating blue, uh, rotate blue 180. So if I rotate it 180, okay, this entire so from here if I come back to here, I'm done a 360, right? So 180 will probably be red or something. If I so this is like if I bring this, is it red? It should be red or orange, like exactly opposite. And then if I do the same palette to green, so it should be either violet or something like that color. The pink or something like that. Pink is this shade. And then if I am on red, so red should be green exactly because is it green? Uh, so I've rotated the color right now. So from blue, yeah, I came to greenish something. And then add the animation on the uh, and it's if I rotate, this is what I'm trying to. I have that color changes coming here. Although it's happening on all the parent views, that's the thing because it's on the HStack, right? Uh, it was which file? Yeah, I was here, right? Changing size. In the previous chapter, we saw that animating the change of a frame will make the other views around it jump, not animate. What if you want the change to remain as it is? If I view on put it on the yeah, so everything is going to, oh, this is something cool. In the previous chapter, we saw animating the change of a frame size of. So if you handle this by animating the scale effect, so instead of changing the size when you do a scale effect kind of maintains that relative positioning with other. So it's better we use scale effect rather than changing the size. Okay, not bad. Uh, one more example of a parent-child thing. This is something cool. You have options. Change. Yeah, what if we try changing the size? Uh, because when we do change the size, right? When we are changing anything related to size, the neighboring views also are going to animate. So it's better we put the animation on the entire stack. So all child views will animate together, like this is how. But especially when size. Uh, let's add a. Let's get rid of all these things. Yeah, we would need a button, so let's add a. Let's have a VStack. So inside the VStack there is a rectangle, two rectangles probably. And then let's give this a min height. And then green also we have to add a frame. So what we are going to do is we are going to change the size when we click the button. So let's do is on, and we change the width to like from bigger to smaller when we have the animation. Don't add the animation here. That's yeah. So okay, so yeah, there is one thing color here as well, right? On the bottom. Because the neighboring views are also going to get affected. That is what we are. Also, the animation is on the. Remember, the animation is. Okay, let's see what happens now. Let's see. We'll see the difference. What's going to happen? So this is the We just change the color. Because of this size, yeah, even this too is getting animated. That is one thing. And then this is the HStack. Oh yeah, I didn't add this thing, so let's get rid of this thing. So you have a yellow, right? So we have three colors probably there in the HStack. Oh, there should be one more coming in the HStack. So you have, what happened to this yellow? Oh yeah, what I did forget is yeah, probably here I need to add one more yellow. So right now this is just going to affect the animations inside. So remember, everything here will be changed now. Now what if you want this, because this is also getting affected probably. If I apply it on the uh, probably on this VStack or something. Yes, even this thing is changing, right? That is because it's of we are directly modifying the size. What if we use same thing using scaled effect? Then we won't get that. Uh, or did I add it in this content UI? Yeah, okay. Not even with the animation modifier on top, most parent all children views will animate. To override the animation, this is another animation modifier. So like, what if you want to change? So in the parent children, right? It will inherit from the parent. So what if you want some other behaviors? Just add animation modifier though. Also, there is one more. What we can do is, so right now, on even this is getting affected, right? So we can do something called as animation to prevent that. Uh, to prevent instead of this is on, right? Is on is the value, right? So now this wait. Yeah. This is the outer box. I just not let's not apply animation on that box. So this shouldn't. Uh, Now you can remove the animation. I mean that overriding, or you can make. Oh, so now you're on this. There is no easy in easeInOut. Like it's just, yeah. See, you see, it went instantly, right? There is no like gradual increase. So that is what we have like removed the animation behavior, and the normal thing, which is like it should immediately scale up. That is what is happening over there. Wait. By removing animation, that means normal scaling was what. Wait, let's rename this. This has to be Swift something. Now with animation, SwiftUI provides a with animation function that allows you to animate views in a different way. This function associates animation and values. When a value changes, the specified animation is applied to the view using that value. There is something called as with animation. When using with animation, it will use. Now what is the use? Let's see. Or let's ask here. No, let's see. With now, now with animation, SwiftUI provides a with UI function. So this is a with animation function that allows you to animate views in a different way. This function animate associates animations and then values. When your value changes, the specific animation is applied to the view change using that value. You can also use the view then instead of animation modifier. Differences is attached to the view and animates whenever the value changes. Wraps state changes and animates only that changes. Uh, let's see side by side how it looks. Let's see one example. Oh, so what was happening is that animation modifier used to change the this as well, right? How do you call? Wherever that state changes is to happen, is to change everything, or is to be up linked with that state change. But what this does is, this is just what this is going to do is this is just only the state change is going to be animated. And then yeah, it's we don't need this HStack anymore. Let's get rid of this modifier. So instead of having that action, right? Also inside this you can use something called as bin animation. So the only thing that and then this has to be a So only the button is this, right? So it's going to only yeah, see the animation is coming on this, only on this. Nothing on else, nothing on the. And if I have like, okay, what? Wait, this is on, right? What if I have a image? What if you had an image here and then this is say, uh, what if this is image one? Let's say. And let's resize this. So by default, it's going to, yeah. Just don't add any animation over here and just scale it. Oh, this is something just. This is going to be image one. So when you, so I'm scaling it, right? Like I still did not get the difference. When the value changes, SwiftUI animates the view, right? Every change of the state animate if you want to. So when you have an animation, whenever there is that changing, the animation kicks in. But then, okay, this is specifically with respect to that, uh, uh, like specific to where the state change should affect. Only that is going to get affected. So the only this do the this so the parent when we use with animation, I guess it's something like that. What is going to happen? The child are also getting yeah. So the solution to avoid that parent thing is, although you put none, but it still there is you have to add that extra line, right? So you don't have uh, mm, it's still getting animated, but by doing none, we are just stopping that animation. So this with animation will provide us more fine control over only that specific uh, only that specific state only that specific state animation will change. Okay, let's add this. So you can I can just add in a note like with animation. Yeah, but all changes are not affected. So this is, I guess this is wrong. This statement is, but it does not apply to. There is no cascading effect with animation. So this statement is false. Not all the changes. Only, for example, only it doesn't cascade down the hierarchy. That's what. Doesn't cascade. We have better control over this. Obstruct has to go down. So this is true, right? This should be false. Yeah, the earlier statement. So whenever you have that, so this should be true, right? Oh, yeah. Instead of with animation, you put a function here. Remember that is not a modifier. That is a function that takes a closure. Yes, that's the right way to say it. I guess something happened. Suddenly lost keyboard control. Yeah, so I guess that is all for this video. We will continue with the other one. Till that time, take care. Bye bye.